asleep amidst the trees.
Hey guys, so one more Halloween video couldn't hurt. I am starting out with some foil just to manipulate it into the horn shape, so leaving as the bottom half as a cylinder shape if I can speak English, which I can't. Then just manipulating the upper half into the horn, bending it one way and then creating a little bit more of a curve for the tail end of the horn. So the bottom end stays the smallest, and as it goes up it gets thinner and thinner till it clearly creates a horn shape, as you can clearly see. So absolutely you can purchase headwear from Halloween or costume stores, but because I will be moving out pretty soon, I don't know how long a parcel will take to arrive, so just playing it extra safe and creating these things on my own, which I'm clearly capable of. I get my art and crafts skills from my mum actually. Anyway, clearly I'm now taking some black body paint. I would more recommend using art and crafts paint, but I didn't have any on hand, just body paint. So using my dual-ended paddle brush from XA Beauty to cover about 80% of the horn with black, I left the base of it out and alone just for right now, so that when I play around with it later I don't get body paint all over my fingers. I mean, I still managed to get body paint all over my fingers, but just for the most part it did make it easier when administering the horn to my head. But for right now I am just clearly painting and taking care of that part first. So now jumping onto my base, I am using my Maybelline Fit Me Classic Ivory and my foundation brush also from XA Beauty. And then using my Revlon pressed powder, which is the mirror I'm using, and my powder brush from XA Beauty. Now I am taking some of Dark Horse from the XA Beauty Remix palette and using this flimsy foundation brush. I don't use it for foundation because it is a bit too flimsy for me. I do use it for bronzing, as you can obviously see. Well, I am contouring more specifically, and or using it for blush. But right now I am just chiseling my cheekbones to the stereotypical Angelina Jolie Maleficent snatched in cheekbones. My god, that was a mouthful. Then I am also taking Holy Grail onto my under eyes just to emphasize the cheekbones a little bit more, just to set the illusion some more. And I was using another XA Beauty eyeshadow brush. Then taking some of Neju and my brow groomer brush, also from XA Beauty, and clearly I am filling in my brows. Just a basic defined structure, nothing too solid but nothing too soft. So now going in with some of Neju again and using my same XA Beauty brush. I then administered the colour to my crease at first, but then going in with my ABH dual-ended brush using the fatter end to blend in the crease tone some more. Then taking some of Silhouettes from the XA Beauty palette and onto the rest of my lid, and then doing it up with the main crease colour. Then taking the smaller end of my brush and some of Neju on my under eyes, and I'm pretty sure I did go in with Silhouette on my under eyes as well, just to keep it parallel to my upper lid. Then some of Maybelline Lash Sensational Mascara. And then going in with Jeffree Star's Designer Blood, since she does have a dark red cherry tone lipstick, like really dark, so this shade was perfect for it. But you can go in with whatever shade and brand that you like. So just overdrawing my top lip a fraction more than usual. Not that I would ever be able to reach my lip up to the famous natural Angelina Jolie lip, but you know, trying to bring it close enough. So with all the makeup sorted out, I am now sticking on a netted or fishtail wig cap. I would have preferred to go in with a stocking wig cap, but no such luck there, so having to just swallow my non-existent pride and stick this one on my head. I then went in with this root touch-up spray that you're specifically meant to use to fill in your roots for when you're matching your roots up with the rest of your hair, just to cover greys, but I specifically use this stuff just to disguise my wigs or blend my wigs, etc. But until then I was just using it to try and darken up the wig cap and also darken up my own hair a little bit. So now I'm clearly sticking on the first horn, and I did stick in about half a dozen bobby pins. Wherever it felt vulnerable, I stuck some bobby pins in, obviously. And I just kept going until I could finally remove my hand, or either one of my hands, and that the horn wouldn't fall off. As you clearly gathered by the intro, it worked out. So at long last we're pretty secure, but I still chose to go in with a bit more bobby pins while also manipulating the shape of it a little bit more. So just a couple of wiggle tests here and there, and wherever it feels a bit vulnerable, like I said, went with my gut instinct and just stuck a few more bobby pins in. There was still a fraction of a wiggle left over, but nothing too concerning. And honestly, these horns held up pretty well actually. I took them out around about like late 3 o'clock in the afternoon, considering I started all this around 6 AM. So at long last they are now sitting all on their own. So using my eyebrow brush, I just bent the horns in a bit closer together. And then going in with the body paint some more and just filling in the base now that I am completely satisfied with how the horns are sitting. However, when I went to film the first original theatrical shots, as it turns out, not only did I forget to cover my ears, but there was a gap missing at the back, which I discovered, so I had to film the intro all over again, which was no problem. So it was a blessing in disguise that my ears were missing out and that the back of it was uncovered just yet. But for the most part, it now officially looks like I have horns growing out of my head. So clinging onto the foil a little bit with some more foil. And just bending the horns a little bit more. They do bend in towards each other quite a bit, but they also arch back a lot. So this was a dumb ass idea in hindsight, which I didn't think it would be such a big deal, putting some of the body paints semi through the top of my head. But for the most part, I am just now using it to map out the shape of her headwear, just around the temple zone and a little bit on the forehead. It honestly took 10 shampoos just to rinse the body paint out of my hair, simply because the water spread it and it got everywhere, and like I said, 10 shampoos later. So now that the headwear is officially all done, one way or another, I am now adjusting around my sports bra and turning around in case I flush you guys. So finally prying my arms through. This is just a Gymshark sports bra, by the way, in size small. Now, I definitely ain't a size small, but for the sake of taming the girls on my chest, I do need a smaller size sports bra. Anyway, with that aside, so now that I've officially turned my sports bra into a bandeau top, once I rearrange the furniture, it's such an old expression, that one. I don't know if everybody knows of it though. So once the sports bra is officially sorted out, I would have liked to have used an actual bra, but to my misfortune timing, I didn't have one on hand. So now I'm adding some body paint to my chest, my stomach, and my waist, or torso if you will. And I really didn't mind getting some of the body paint in or near my clothes. So that officially concludes all of the body painting. So I had to leave the green screen alone because the contacts were messing with it. The green screen got confused. So this is my Maleficent, Mistress of Darkness. Thank you all so much for watching, and I shall see you all for my future videos. Ciao!